we have to go over B3, the project on base, because when I made my previous videos on them, I feel like they were a bit overpriced, but now we're seeing B3 has been brought down to such a low level, it almost looks like a steal. You can see it's actually up 17.6% just in the last 30 days. So that's pretty good. And I feel like the projects that are so beat down like B3, B3 is literally at its bottom right now. I feel like the projects here that are at their bottom are going to be the ones that do the best during altcoin season. So this is definitely looking like one of those projects that might be a good buy right before altcoin season, and especially because it's only at 86 million inside a market cap. When previously, if you look at what it did when it had its peak, it got really high. It got all the way up here to 341 million in market cap, and the price at that level was 0.01829, and right now we're at 0.00318. So just to the all-time high, we have a lot of gains that could be coming about just because of that. So I think that this might be a good pick. It's definitely one of those 100x gems, but hey, it's the biggest gaming project on the Base blockchain. And that says a lot because Base is fairly new. And just look at all the holders that B3 has here. 2,128,665 holders, 2.1 million pretty much. That's a lot. And that just shows that, a lot of people actually play the games on the B3 platform. And, it shows it right there at the holders. So many people are playing the games that they just keep creating these wallets, and you're seeing the wallets increasing and holders increasing. So yeah, I think B3 is one of the top gaming projects, hands down. Now, this is their Twitter. You can see they're talking about new games that they're making. So they're doing new games. You can see they're trending here on Base Gaming. So literally trending with the Base projects, well, the gaming projects on Base, and it's the number one. Like I said, B3 is the number one. So yeah, when it comes to gaming projects and Base projects, B3 over all else. So I definitely think this is one of those gems that you want to watch out for inside of the near future. But now let's just kind of do some charting, because I know that's what everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to see where it's going to go. So I'll kind of break down how I go about things here. Now, for one, I like to look at the resistance levels, and those are macro and micro little resistance here. And if you want to look at a macro or a micro resistance level, this level right here, we've got stopped at twice, actually 3 times technically. And then you see we landed near here before. So this seems like a pretty significant level, 0.00344. And right now we're at 0.003179. So once we pass this, we would then be going to the next resistance. And if you actually look at it on the RSI, we're not that overbought yet. We still have some more ways to go up before we have a nasty pullback. And the MACD kind of does look a little overbought, not gonna lie. So there is a possibility we get that pullback sooner rather than later, and especially because we have the Fed now giving out their GDP growth rate today. They're going to be giving out the interest rates as well. They're going to be doing the whole 9 yards. So everything is going to be happening today, which is going to make for, it's going to be a crazy market day, right? The Fed interest rate decision is coming out today, which is one of the most important things for the day. So watch out for that. As for the next level, if we pass this level at 0.00344, we have support here. And you could see that just by here. Obviously, it just shows that is where we had support. And then we bounced up and hit that level and used it as resistance before. And we even had it as support back here. And when the project was first launched, it was used as that same support. So this level is a good support level. And then you can also find other little micro supports. And I'm already seeing another one. And you can kind of see, the little route I take here whenever I'm making my resistance and support levels. Like you can either find them yourself, or you can use indicators to do it for you. I'd rather do it myself because it just helps you as a trader all around when you know how to read the charts and read the price action according to your own rules as opposed to someone else's. So these are just levels that I like to watch, and they're levels that you can either get in or get out at. So wherever the market is going, that will be how you use these levels. So anyways, right now our main goal is to get past this level right here. Again, 0.00344. And then after that, we need to get to 0.0043. That's the next resistance. So I'm really saying this because there's a lot of people that just do short-term trades. Personally, I feel like if this pulls back just a little bit more, it could even be a good buy now. It's just I would never buy leading into a Fed press conference, which you should probably avoid. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but we do have a press conference by the Fed today. So yeah, be careful. But what I do want to show here is a possibility for a nice trade from this level that we are at now all the way up here to this resistance. That is a 34.69% increase from where we are now. So that's a possible 34.69% that you could be making. So very, very important levels there. And also just looking at the last month, the moves that we've been having, the price action is definitely looking like V3 is going to start coming back. So I think people, the people who were previously interested in it, you should definitely take a look at it. But yeah, because when it first came out, it was going crazy, doing big numbers. Everybody was talking about it. I still believe it has the same potential. It's just going to take altcoin season for it to really set us off. And remember, game 5 usually has its own season. There's usually a game 5 season. So gaming crypto has its own season. Definitely look into that, but I don't know how to explain it, but it has happened time and time again. Now, if we are to get to that next resistance, that's a 50% gain. So you can see here, if we go from where we are now to this resistance right here, that is only a 34.69% gain. But then if we go from here where we are now all the way up to here, now we are at a 50.96% gain. So these are resistant levels that we're actually close to hitting. So if you were to get in here, you would have a clean skate up to either 34 or 50%. I would go for the 50%. That's just me. But yeah, you have a clean ride up here to 50%. So it doesn't mean it's just going to do it immediately, but there is a possibility that it could be going up that much. And if you just want to see, hey, what would our market cap be at that level? I can show you that right here. So 0.004853, that is the current, or that is the price for the 50% gain. So again, that is 0.004853. And there you can see we have that level. So all we do is take that target price and then we can multiply it by our circulating supply, and that then gives us our market cap. So we take 0.004853 and we multiply that by 27.2 billion, and then that gets us this number here, which is 132,326,795. So 132 million market cap from 86 million market cap is a 50% gain, which is actually pretty good. Divided by 2, and this is 66 million. But yeah, it is a 50.96 or whatever you say percent gain. But look, we are at where are we at now? 0.003196. So yeah, if you guys are gonna go ahead and do something like this, I think this is a good trade personally. But again, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. It could go the complete opposite of what I want it to go. Anything can happen. But I just feel like this project is beat down so much that it has a lot of upside potential. And according to the technicals, it definitely looks like it. It's coming off of an overbought area for the daily chart. If you look at the MACD down here, you can see it's coming right off that overbought area here on the daily chart. that is pretty bullish. And then if you look over here on the RSI, there is a possibility of a pullback to meet this white line here, and then it's going to probably going to keep rising from there. So that's really what I'm looking at right now. Looking for a little bit of a small pullback, maybe back to these levels here, minor little support levels, and then I feel like we could have a breakout to the upside here. So hopefully we see big numbers coming in for B3. And again, you can get B3 on Coinbase. You might be able to get it on crypto.com. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to pick me up some because 50% insider gains. This looks like a pretty easy and solid trade. But yeah, this is all I got for y'all today. Hit the like button and subscribe. All that good stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, I'll be back with another video.